Yeah.
Please join me with Gasho. Within the Nembutsu and Shinjin, the pure life of the Buddha endlessly flows into our lives of defiled passions. And little by little, bit by bit, our lives, which are just like the utter darkness of hell, are transformed into the pure, brilliant life of the Pure Land. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namanda, 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 Today, on this occasion of the Watsonville Buddhist Temple April Shotsuki Hoyo Memorial Service, the Sangha has reverently come before Amida Buddha in memory of their beloved family members. With deepest reverence and thankfulness for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida, we reaffirm the three homages. I go to the Buddha for guidance, I go to the Dharma for guidance, I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Kia Boots, Namo Kia Ho, Namo Kia Soul, Nam Mandavus, Nam Mandavus, Nam Mandavus, Nam Mandavus. Satsamaya Jungya Hogen Yigi Yijin Gakunya Zehenya Maya Toshan Chigazumani Shuka Enya Kai Shatsu Onbe Yunyakudia Mokunya Layogen Jose Merlin Shogakunayon Onujepo Kaimon Shojin Sanmai Chie Yitokumuryo Shushoke Ujin Taizenden Shabutsu Hokai Gujin Jinno Kugongai Taimumyo Yokunu Sesonyo Munin no Shishi Jintokumuryo Kukungodai Chie Jinmyo Komyo Iso Shindo Daisen Ganga Sabutsu Zaisho Ho Gado Aimen Gado Shoji Mi Buge Datsu Puse Joi Kainin Shojin Yose Sanmai Jie Eijo Gose Tokubutsu Bugyo Shigan Isai Kuku Isa Nayan Keshi Ubutsu Yakusen Dokuman Muryo Naisha Shunyo Goja Kuyo Isai Shito Shobutsu Bunyo Gudo Kensho Fugyaku Hinyo Goja Shobu Sekai Bufu Kage Mushu Satsudo Komyo Shisho Enshi Shokoku Nyoze Shojin Ijin Nan Ryo Ryo Nga Sabutsu Kokudo Naish Moshu Kimyo No Jojo Zetsu Kokunyo Naion Nimuto So Gato Aimendo Datsu Isai Jepo Raisho Shinnetsu Shoujo Ito Ga Koku Keraku Anno Kobu Shinmyo Zega Shinsho Hotsugan no Hi Rikisho Shoyok Jepo Seson Chie Muge Joryo Shison Chiga Shingyo Keryo Shinshi Shoku Dokuchu Magyo Shojin Ninju Hukye Sengan 石無常の 阿无量国不以内世修不再小便恶世不上小悪我是成仏の妙所長解法空教未消門世不上小悪利欲人少年上へ修凡よ死後無常の一生天人死人力現代公不祥無才の少女三組よ菩薩修薬難回避知恵言名詞根の案永息小悪の通夏全修門高僧上満足いよろ解法日月修十期天後音符言一種解放像公正苦の苦法上内集中説法四識空有一切物空即修徳本願念出上満徳意三害よ両仏無下地通達未不詳万学へ力投資最小尊志願や効果大仙の感動国小天人東神妙見Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu, Namanda, Namanda Butsu,
The threefold refuge. Difficult is to receive human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is to hear the Dharma of the Buddha. Now we hear it. Do not cross over to the truth in the present life. In what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together with all sentient beings, awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord, in harmony with all things. The peerless, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even many hundreds and thousands of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you very much, everyone. Please join me in Gasho. Let us bow our heads in meditation and sit quietly to observe today's April Shotsuki Hoyo service. We promise to follow the guidance of Amida Buddha in all things. We deeply appreciate Shinran Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, who has led us to the Nembutsu. The Nembutsu is the dynamic link between us. In this realization of the oneness of all sentient beings, we promise to follow the light of wisdom. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much. Today I would like to address a question that was posed to me not too long ago. What is the sole point or the sole purpose of Buddhism? My answer is that it is to find a path that leads to the Pure Land, or Ojodo. Every single person, no matter who they are, they seek fulfillment in their lives. In some way or another, they're searching and trying to fulfill their lives. Some by being a wise person, some by practicing kindness. Those who feel somewhat arrogant about their wisdom become so by being wiser than others. And as a result, sometimes they become disliked. The unwise develop complexes about themselves, become defensive, and they too become disliked. We can see this in the very first sermon the Buddha gave, the essence of Buddhism, which is the Four Noble Truths. The first truth is that life is dukkha. Things don't always go the way that we want them to. The cause of this dukkha or unsettledness is our bonno, our selfishness, our attachment to this self. Our task in life is to get rid of this bonno, get rid of this ugly side of the self. But no matter how much we try to cleanse ourselves, no matter how much we try to be better, the dirtier we get. This is like washing a doll made of mud. No matter how much we wash, all we find is more mud. Whether we seek happiness inside or outside of ourselves, we become frustrated and we realize our true nature of ignorance and selfishness. Honen Shonin, the teacher of Shinran Shonin, he taught him how to become free of ignorance, how to become free of this helpless self. And both he and Shinran tried, but no one could give them the answer. But eventually he realized there was another force working on his life. That was Amida's primal vow, or the 18th vow of Nembutsu. Both Honen and Shinran realized that they were incapable of any practice but the Nembutsu. The answer to any dilemma or any impasse is just say the Nembutsu and be saved by Amida Buddha. This Nembutsu is given to us, those of us who cannot see the truth. In Japanese, they say tada nembutsu, or simply say the nembutsu, just the nembutsu. You know, when we receive a gift, we receive many times a material object from someone. And sometimes we don't receive the heart behind that gift. We say good things about the gift. Maybe even to ourselves, we might say bad things about the gift. Not seeking or seeing the heart behind the gift. And we say the nembutsu. Sometimes it is just mere words, and we fail to see the heart from which tada nembutsu comes. We don't appreciate the essence of simply saying the nembutsu and being saved by Amida Buddha. The Buddha has tremendous love and concern for each and every one of us. If you see a child playing on the railroad tracks and a train is approaching, what would you do? Naturally, the natural reaction is to reach out, save the child. In the same way, even more so, Amida Buddha saves us. We are like that child playing in the world, unaware of the dangers before us. But there is a friend coming into our world, and even though we don't ask him to, he comes and he saves us. A man named Yoken once read Honen Shonin's text, the Senjakushu, and read about this Tada Nembutsu, and called Honen a simpleton. That very night, Myoken had a dream of Tennoji, this temple in Japan. And then in this temple, by the gates, there were 6 beggars and sick people at the gate of where there was a priest standing. And this priest in black robes was feeding the beggars and the sick people. He was giving them okayu. Many of you know, but okayu, some may not know, but okayu is a rice gruel. It's like a porridge made out of rice. So he was feeding them to these people. Myoken, in his dream, he asked someone, "Who is that priest?" And they said, "That is Honen." Myoken awoke from his dream, realizing that the nembutsu is just like okayu. It is warm, it is soft, it is nutritious. It's not hard or difficult to eat. Myoken not only received the nembutsu, but he understood the heart behind the nembutsu. Amida and Shinran Shonin have given us a focal point. Just as a photographer who takes a picture holds up a finger and tells everyone, "Look right here, look at it." Shinran gives us the nembutsu. Very famous Jodo Shinshu priest, Reverend Kawakami, said, "I lost several children when we were young, and in each case, in their sickness, I would call their name to help pull them through their illness. But when they were dying, instead of calling their name, I said, 'Father and Mother are here for you. We are with you.' The nembutsu is the same affirmation of the power that's always with us, the power of Amida's calling, saying, as we are in this world of sickness, 'I am with you. Don't worry.'" Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today for our April Shotsuki Hoyo for the Watsonville Buddhist Temple. As we close today, I'd like to ask you to please join me in the Gatha Ondok-san 2. No, 四周知識のほんの雲俺を砕きてもシャスべし。Now, if you'll please join me in Gasho. The reason for the Tathagata's appearance in the world is solely to preach the ocean-like original vow of Amida, the ocean of multitudinous beings in the evil age of 5 defilements should believe in the Tathagata's true words. If the single thought of joy is awakened in one's mind, though passions are not severed, one will attain nirvana. When ordinary men, sages, grave sinners, and abusers of the Dharma are all converted, they are like various waters turned into one taste on entering the sea. Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to just make a couple of announcements as we close today. First of all, next week we will be celebrating Hanamatsuri, the birthday of Shakyamuni Buddha. This special service will be online on our website and on YouTube, rather. And our guest speaker will be Reverend Diane Soga of Oahu, Hawaii. So I hope you'll all join us then. And now I'd like to read to you today's bingo numbers, beginning with the first number, I-18. I-18. Second number, O-73. O-73. The third number, N-40. N-40. Fourth number, O-68. O-68. And the last number, O-74. O-74. Remember, if you do get bingo, to contact the Watsonville Buddhist Temple office. And now, as we conclude today's service, I want to remind everyone to please continue to be safe, continue to wear your masks, continue to practice social distancing, and continue to recite the Nembutsu in gratitude for your life. Finally, please be aware of your surroundings, be careful as you go out, and if you can, go with other people when you do go to the grocery store or wherever you go outside of your home. Please take care, be well. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.